Hello again, welcome back to the Football Spy Show, and have we got moves for you today? We start in London, and most of the papers report that Guus Hiddink, soon to be arriving at Chelsea, has advised Roman Abramovich to sign the Inter Milan midfielder Wesley Sneijder. He'd cost a lot of money. He's still only 27. The asking price would be around £30 million, and the word is that Sneijder is asking for around £200,000 a week in wages. Not sure Manchester United, who are also in for him, would pay that. But Chelsea, Abramovich, you never know. The Telegraph, however, think they do know. These three players, they say, are on Abramovich's wish list. Modric at Spurs, Neymar at Santos, and Alexis Sanchez at Udinese. The Telegraph also say that Chelsea are keen on the Genk winger Kevin De Bruyne. He's 19, he scored 5 goals in 32 league games this season. And the Telegraph also say Chelsea are looking at the Hajduk Split striker Ante Vukusic. He's 20, he's hit 18 goals in 40 appearances this season. Back to Manchester, and the Daily Mail are reporting today that Real Madrid, no less, have been in for the United striker Javier Hernandez. We all know what kind of debut season he's had at Old Trafford. According to the Daily Mail, United say there's no amount of money that could get them to part company with the striker. In fact, the Sun say that United are going to treble his wages to £75,000 a week to keep Real Madrid at bay. Sticking with Manchester, and on the other side of town, Carlos Tevez has confirmed he will not be returning to Manchester City. He was speaking on a talk show last night, so his words were directly translated, and he basically said that he was unhappy with life in Manchester and that he is off. City fans, who do you want to replace Tevez, or can he be replaced? Get in touch on email spy@mirror.co.uk, on Twitter @FootballSpy or @MirrorDarren, or on YouTube, or of course on the Mirror Football website. Let's take our first look at the other transfer rumours doing the rounds. In our own Daily Mirror, Blackburn say they want £16 million for their promising defender Phil Jones. Apparently Jones has a fixed price clause in his new contract, and Rovers will have to sell at that figure if another club meets it. To be honest, I can still see Liverpool, Spurs and maybe even Arsenal getting stuck in at that price for the 19-year-old. Very good player. Goal.com report Manchester City are in for the 24-year-old Ajax defender Jan Vertonghen. AC Milan also in for him. And the Palermo president Maurizio Zamparini says he would find it hard to turn down a £45 million bid for the playmaker Javier Pastore. Lots of you asking about him from Chelsea, you don't say. Of course he would. This is Zamparini talking to the Italian publication Il Giornale. He says here, how could anyone turn down £50 million cash for Pastore? I never saw such an offer, but do you think that if they did put that money on the table, that I would throw it away? I don't know if Chelsea ever made this offer. It might have been to his agent, but it never reached me. If it did arrive, then I would have to think about it very carefully. Now, you all know my views on Sunderland's £20 million valuation of Henderson, but that's not stopping Liverpool, as has been mooted in all the papers today, from stepping up their interest. The Guardian say that Henderson's edging closer to that £20 million move. The deal could even be done before Henderson joins up with his England under-21 colleagues on Wednesday. So I'm going to ask you again, is he a £20 million player at this stage of his career? He isn't for me, but I'd like to know what you think. For example, we've had this email in on spy@mirror.co.uk from Goran Hermansson. He's a diehard Red in Sweden. He's talking about Kenny Dalglish, and he says, the King is great, but sometimes you have to question even the King. £18 million for Henderson. Has the world gone mad? For that type of cash, you could get almost anyone from the German national team who are established internationals. I, for one, would rather see Liverpool invest in either Muller or Podolski. Podolski's a bit old for me, than Young or Downing. Well, I do think Young and Downing would both be good buys for Liverpool. I wouldn't take them over the two Germans over them, but I do get your general point, Goran, about the £20 million for Henderson being far too much. While I'm asking for your thoughts, just to clear up something that we discussed yesterday, we told you that we're given to understand that Arsene Wenger has either signed or is close to signing a new striker at Arsenal, but we don't know who it is. So just for a bit of fun, we asked you to suggest who you think it is, except lots of people got the wrong end of the stick and started thinking that we do know, but we just didn't want to tell you, or that it was some sort of competition. Now, I'm sure I remember what I said because I was there when I said it. We don't know who the striker is just yet, but as soon as we do know, we are working on it. We'll let you know right here on the Football Spy Show. In the meantime, some of your suggestions, and there have been hundreds, have come in already on Twitter. Warwick Tompkins thinks it will be the right-sided Lille winger Gervinho. Lots of you think this. As it was broken by the Express a couple of weeks ago, I think Gervinho is a good player, but lots of you Arsenal fans don't agree. This is James Howley, who says that please tell me the Gervinho link isn't true. He's awful. Kirk Henderson thinks it's the Porto striker Falcao. Lots and lots of you on email think that it's the West Brom striker Peter Odemwingie. We discussed him yesterday. That rumour is getting stronger. We'll do our best to find out very soon, and we'll try to let you know. Back to today's gossip, and the Daily Star say that Steve Bruce will spend the money that he gets from selling Henderson to Liverpool on Tottenham's Peter Crouch. He's been a big admirer of Crouch for some time. Crouch would cost around £10 million. The Star also say that QPR and Wolves are in for the England defender Matty Upson. He's a free agent after being released by West Ham. A lot of love for you for my summer cold. Thank you very much indeed. A short show for you today, but a longer one for you tomorrow when the Football Spy Show is back. I'll see you next time.